think so. I mean, we were still trying. We want to have an aggressive offense. We just want to make a pitcher work a little bit more. So we spoke about it, talked about being disciplined in the zone, what pitches we wanted to hit, hitting good strikes. And I thought our guys did a great job with that today. Jake kind of started it off, had a good at-bat, and then from there, I thought our offense really took off. And then when Voss hit the ball, it kind of let everybody relax, and then some balls found some holes too.
You kind of shook up the lineup a little bit today. Kind of what was the thought process there?
Just to give Rowdy a step back and get him and Jake are so similar. Sometimes when they're rolling, it's awesome, and sometimes when they aren't, you kind of have that. So we're just trying to break it up a little bit and let him. He's had a slower start, but he's a really good hitter, so we need him in our lineup. You saw with the one swing today. So he'll be. We'll bounce those guys around, but just trying to find the right mix.
Only one career home run for Skelton coming into the day, but he hit 2 bombs. Did you see that coming?
He's been, I wouldn't say I saw all the home runs coming, but he's been a lot better. Just staying in his legs. The ball he hit to center field was crushed. I know there was a good wind out there today, but that ball was really hit. So, and he's hit a couple like that in our scrimmages. So, he's been really good. I think his defense is more impressive than the offense.
JT's obviously got a lot of talent, but have you been shocked with how well he's done through 2 starts?
No, because it's really good. He pitched like that this fall. So, I just, I wasn't sure if he was really that good going against our hitters every day, but he did the same thing against our lineup. So I'm just, his poise, his competitiveness out there is huge.
Was this also a good test for him because Southern put 6 lefties in the lineup?
I think so.
He had to attack those guys.
I think so. He just, there's some really good hitters in that lineup. I mean, we've pitched well against them, but coming out tomorrow, you're going to play against some good hitters. And I thought JT, he just, commanded the zone. Him and Ethan have just really commanded the zone with good stuff.
Marshall Gilbert with a couple of hits today. What did you see from him in the DH spot?
Just being competitive. We felt like against that lefty, we needed another righty in the lineup. And Marshall's an older kid, handles the bat well, and it was nice to see him. He's kind of had to sit there and watch a little bit, so him coming off the bench was huge. Gave us a little lift.
You mentioned Skelton's defense, Coach. I mean, in particular, how far and what areas have you seen him improve most just from the fall when you got here tonight?
There's just such a poise about him. I think he's kind of coming to his own to realize, hey, I'm a good catcher and I can play, and he's so good with our pitchers. And I think the receiving part is the biggest part. He's just, we got some guys. JT again, he's really hard to hit and he's really hard to catch. And Dustin does a great job with him and staying with all those sinkers that he's throwing. That's the biggest area of improvement.
You have everybody available in the bullpen for tomorrow?
Everybody should be available. So that's even Colby and Brandon after today. We just went with one because it's almost like a short bullpen for them to come out there. So they should be available also.
Given how quickly things can sort of switch, I mean, we're in here last night talking about a 1-0 loss, and then you win 8-1 today. How big is that game tomorrow to sort of end the weekend on the right note?
It's huge. I mean, it's a weekend series against a top 20 opponent. It's an in-state opponent. And for us, we just want to play good tomorrow. We want to come out. I know it's very coach speak, but for us to be able to come out and play good baseball, they were pissed last night. So was I. But it's baseball, and the good thing about us is we get to come out and play 24 hours later. So I thought they responded well, and I'm sure Southern Miss will be ready to play tomorrow. It's going to be a really good game.